Hi, Aries. Welcome to your mid-month November 2024 reading. My name is Ellena. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who are new here, feel free to check out also your rising sign or your moon sign. And let's get started. So let's see what's happening here for you, Aries. What Spirit wants you to know at this time. Oh, jeez. It's way too much Spirit. Let's see which ones they want me to take. Yep. Nope. 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 Start with these two. Ooh, authenticity. It says not all is what it appears to be. Unhealed past traumas and wounds. Someone who is not being true to themselves. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see what more has to come through. Believe in yourself. Interesting. Okay, I want to get one more card to see what's happening here. I feel like, as I'm seeing the first card here, authenticity, it can mean like one of two things. Like, I'm interested in this where it says someone who is not being true to themselves. That someone can be you, right? Like, maybe there's something where you're denying your inner calling for whatever fear-based reason. This is the potential card, and when I see believe in yourself, it's almost like there's something that is almost preventing you from stepping into the role or the life that you kind of dream for yourself. It's like you see this thing for yourself in your life, but you don't actually take the steps because I don't know if it's like a belief that you had growing up where people always kind of wanted you to kind of have low expectations, or they kept saying, oh, it's not possible, or it's very rare for you to achieve what it is that you want. And there's something about possibly believing in that belief, even though it might not be your own. It could just be something that has been repeated to you time and time again growing up. This is something that could be a possibility in terms of, what you're processing right now. It's almost like maybe you're trying to figure out what is actually your beliefs and what is something that you've adopted or adapted with the people growing up around you. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, whoa. Calm down, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to take this. Okay, this wants to come out too, so let's start with the 4 here. And then another one here. Oh my gosh, come on. I made this deck where if there's 2 cards that show up, a major one and then a minor one, it's really, really important for you to hear this message. The message says, you can do anything you put your mind to. Time to buckle down and get things done. Believe in yourself. So, and it came out with manifestation. So in this image, as you can see, there is like almost like a hand holding a globe, or like taking the reins, or taking the wheel of your life, pretty much. And it says, take action steps towards your dreams now. The world is in your hands. Ask and it is given. So, the more I look into these cards that you have here, Aries, I can't help but think, you've been probably ruminating about this. What is it that really sparks your joy? What is it that really sparks your interest in life? And what are you doing about it? Spirit is kind of asking, are you just thinking about these things that you want to do? Are you reminiscing about, your inner child, the things you used to do as a child, or back then in the day when you had more free time or whatever. It's like Spirit is wondering, are you just thinking about these things that you want to do, or are you gonna do it? So because this is a big difference, you know. Some people, we're physical beings, right? We are here to take action steps physically to manifest what it is that we want to do. And we work in tandem, we work together with Spirit to kind of make it happen. But we must first begin to take the step to do that, take the steps to do that. And that involves trusting as well that you'll be okay. So there's something about certain belief systems that may be preventing you from taking that first step. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to kind of really take note of what it is that you're doing. Like I keep playing with this card. I like hit this card and it's like literally, it's really about, where is it that you are doubting yourself? Are you doubting whether or not Spirit has your back? Are you doubting whether or not you're capable of it? Are you afraid of success? There's something that Spirit wants you to really kind of think about. And it's like, how do I say it? They almost want you to change your perspective on something in terms of doing this thing that you want to do, this fear, or working around a certain fear, changing your perspective around it so that it can kind of assist you in breaking free from that little, those walls that you've built around you, from you getting towards what it is that you want to do. Like, I don't know, there was like some sort of example about how, I remember hearing this example way back then, but I don't remember who said it. But it was someone who was scared of the dark. And they were always scared of the dark. And until they read a quote saying, like, I think light is just about, you know, photons or something. It's like a lack of photons makes it dark or something. Like, don't quote me on this, but something like that. And it shifted their perspective where it's like, oh, well, darkness is just a lack of photons, and if I think about it that way, then it's not so scary, right? Another example, in terms of like adapting thoughts that are not really yours, or beliefs that are not really yours. I remember growing up, and my mom used to tell me all the time that cemeteries are so scary, they're terrible, don't ever go in it, it's awful. And I remember one time I had to walk through this area, and it was a cemetery. It was the first time I walked through a cemetery, and it was the most peaceful, most beautiful cemetery I've ever walked through. It was like, and it really changed the way I saw that. I started to realize that I was never actually afraid of cemeteries. I was just told to be afraid of cemeteries, you know? So I think Spirit really kind of wants you to think about where your beliefs are, or what your beliefs are, in terms of what is preventing you from really stepping into that space of truly believing in yourself and like not being afraid. Like, what is it that you're really afraid of? You know, I think that's really diving deep. So, and the card says it in itself. It says unhealed past traumas and wounds. So there's something there. Something to think about, you know? This card is really exciting, okay? It says, it's my abundance card here. It says, abundance in the form of wealth, money, and fortune is on its way to you now. All your financial and material needs are met, paying off loans and debt. This card is coming up because I'm starting to think that maybe you're feeling as if you're not going to be provided for or supported in your new adventure that you want to do, or this adventure you see for yourself. Or maybe you feel as if this thing is not going to give you money in the way that maybe this other job that you may not like does, you know? Maybe it's not as stable. Something about money may be a reason why you're not diving into what it is that you want to do, which is fair. It's absolutely valid. We need money to survive in this 3D world. Like, seriously. But I do want people to start thinking about abundance and what that really means. I know there is a channeler named Bashar Anka, and he says that abundance is not just money. If you focus just solely on money, it's a very limited way of being provided for. Like, for instance, money is just one way of getting what it is that you want. Let's say connections, people can help you get to where it is that you want. If somebody gives you a gift, that is a form of abundance. Maybe that gift is what you need to start doing the thing that you need to do. You know, there's other ways of receiving the things or receiving the help that you need to manifest what it is that you desire. But the first that what has to change is your perspective on what abundance is to you. What is your focus on? Because money is only just one thing. If you have more avenues, people, gifts, you know, those things open up more possibilities to help you achieve your goals. And it also allows spirit to kind of help you more, because you're giving them not just one doorway to kind of walk through, you're giving them several doorways to kind of navigate through to provide what it is that you need. You know what I'm saying? So there's something about that. I feel like a big block might be just the fear of not being able to provide for yourself. Which brings me to another topic, which is like, if you're in alignment with yourself, if you're really doing what it is that you really love, and if it makes your heart sing, your energy starts to vibrate and expand. And that in and of itself is very magnetizing. People start getting drawn to you because of that vibration that you're in. So there's something about knowing that you're worthy of experiencing your life in a way that you are feeling a lot more joyous, you're having more fun, because that is what's going to set you apart from the rest. When you're diving into your passions, there's something that happens where your vibration just magnetizes everything that you want. More things come to you to kind of align with that frequency that you're emitting. And if you're being so true to yourself, being so authentic to yourself, the universe, there's nothing blocking you from the things that are in alignment with you. It will be a vibrational match. I hope this makes sense with what I'm saying. But yeah, like, it's basically removing those, everything is coming to you. Bashar also says this. He says, everything is already trying to make its way to you because it's a vibrational match to you, but it is your belief systems that's kind of blocking it. So they are already doing their best to kind of get to you because they match you. They need to be around you. They need to be with you. But it's something about something within your belief systems that's blocking it. Yes. So with that being said, is there one more card, Spirit, that you want me to show? Not from this deck. That's what they said. What is this one? Okay. Whoa. So aggressive. Sorry. So, the card that came out is Blue Lace Agate. What you have to say matters. Interesting. Blue Lace Agate's kind of like an interesting crystal too. It's very gentle, but it's very like, it can be very assertive. It's like a crystal that helps you clearly communicate what it is that you want. And this card kind of reminds me of like, how are you expressing your truth? You know, like there's something that it's like you know how like people say like, oh, you have a song in you that needs to be expressed. You have a book that needs to be written and only you can do it. There's something about something very specific to you that only you can express it the way that you express it. And when you do express it, it's gentle, but it's powerful. It's like, it's healing in so many ways. And many times it can be healing because you are showing people as you're expressing yourself that they also can express themselves freely as well. you know, and they don't have to make it loud. They don't have to be, you know, obnoxious or like, you know, all over the place. They can be in such a quiet space, but when you speak your truth, people hear you. That type of energy. And so I feel like with this card, there is something that in you that only you can express, that spirit wants you to start expressing more of. Not only is this going to be healing for you and your inner child, but it's going to be healing for other people around you as well. It's your gift is of service to other people, not like you have to always attend to other people, but our greatest acts of service is to be fully ourselves, because then we reflect to other people the ability for them to be completely 100% themselves too. So it's actually the greatest gift you can give, and that is the best way to serve your community and to serve other people, by being yourself. Hope that helps. Let's see. Any closing cards that you would like for me to say, Spirit, for Aries here? Two. All right, let's see. Wow. Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So when I see this card, so beautiful, by the way, like, look at that. I feel like you need to get away for a bit. When it says this, I feel like this is a card that kind of comes up when I feel like people need to kind of take time for themselves and really collect their thoughts, really collect their minds. Don't be influenced by other people. Like, sometimes if you're always around other people and their energy, it's really hard sometimes to discern what is yours and what is not. So Spirit is really asking you to take the time to really get clear about what it is that you want. And by doing so, like, you're gonna figure out how to take the steps. Like, there's no rush here. I think the most important thing is to sift and sort and figure out who you are, what is really important to you, what is your thoughts, what is not your thoughts, what is your beliefs versus what is something that you adapted or bought into growing up. Like, this is something that's very important in terms to finding out who you are in your authentic voice and where you stand in this world, you know, like what do you want to accomplish in this lifetime, you know, like what is it that you want to express? Like, there's something about that Spirit really wants you to take the time to kind of sort through. So let's see, put that here, and then look at that. Look how pretty that card. I don't know if you can see that. Orca Whale Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So I feel, you know, it keeps coming back to confidence too. It's like building confidence in yourself. Like, and it's like, yeah, there's something about just letting go of the perception of others. Let people be wrong about you. Let people judge you, right? Like, they're not living your life. So no matter what they say, it doesn't really matter because you're the one in control of your journey and in your life, you know? Why would you want to live your life in a way where other people approve of you when these people, for instance, are living a life that you wouldn't even want to be part of, or you're not inspired to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste your time trying to conform yourself to be accepted by somebody who will never fully understand you. You know what I'm saying? Because the most important thing for you is that you understand you. You understand where you're going. You understand what you stand for, right? Like, it really is about knowing that you're different, knowing that you think differently, you act differently, your creative talents are different, your song is unique to you, owning up to it and being fully 100% yourself. And in your uniqueness, other people will be maybe more comfortable to show their uniqueness in their own way, right? What they do with that information and is up to them, but at least you're free. You're free from the confines of like other people's perceptions. And I think this is part of you finding your voice and finding who you are. So this is what I'm picking up for you for the mid-month of November to the mid-month of December. It's really about finding your voice, which is really exciting, Aries. So I hope this reading resonates with you, and I hope this reading helped you. Thank you again for tuning in, and if you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. I would really appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.